We are back. We are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And, honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I'm back to talk about my last video of Carlos King being accused of trying to make Love and Marriage trying to make Real Housewives of Atlanta into Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think he's a bit more toxic with Love and Marriage Huntsville. To me, he seems closer and he seems to respect the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast more. I do. I feel like that. I feel like he protects Porsha. Ain't no protection of Melody. It's like, sink this bitch. You know. I mean, hell, he allowed Destiny to be at that reunion and say in front of everybody in they Sunday's Best that Melody was giving Martell fellatio in front of the comeback group in the limo. Like, there was no, but Destiny, you went too far, but Destiny, don't say that. There was nothing, but there's always, yeah, but Portia's going through a divorce, but Portia's sad, but Porsha likes ice cream. but Porsha, but Porsha, it's always some excuse. For Porsha has bad character. She does. She's not a good person. I do not see Melody engaging in any of the stuff that Porsha does. Is Melody perfect? No. But I just don't see that as being a part of her character. I don't. I think Porsha is not the Porsha yesteryear. Like when I really liked her. Like season 5, even though she is a bit special. You know, when she was over there with Cordell, I did like her. I felt like she was likable. She was kind. There was a sweetness there. There was a boundary, a limit of what I'm not going to do. Now, she always did the little stanky leg booty, you know. I think the show grew her up and it kind of brought out more of, you know, what was already there. But I think she's at a level now where it's like, I don't care. I don't give a damn who I hurt. And that shit with Shamia, she don't show up for her. And I just see more of her ways now. And I just feel like, you know, she just need to check herself. And it's like, Carlos, when the hell is you going to do this? When are you going to do this interview with Porsha? Because I want to see it. I want to see if y'all have a real conversation. Do you hold her accountable, responsible? I don't think so. What do y'all think about that? But yeah, he did not protect Melody, you know, at all. Like, and this is after, you know, seeing that she was cheated on for all these years. And hell, he was trying to get her back into the burning house. And, well, men can change. Listen, that shit with Martell, them type of men, they don't change. Don't even consider that shit. Cheating is something that can be controlled. It's also something that can be weaponized. But, it can, you know, it's something that somebody doesn't have to do, you know. It's some shit that people do because that's what they want to do. That's what that is. So, yeah, don't, you know, cheaters, they don't, you know, especially with men. Women, we change. We really have a heartfelt, okay, I need to sit my ass down. I need to be a better person for these kids. I don't think the men really do all that. Sometimes, but not really. Because if you notice, you hear, yeah, I did that fucked up shit because I'm a man. Yeah, I cheated and had a threesome. Yeah, I'm a man. What do you expect? I have been told that so many times in life, y'all have no idea. Yeah, I did what I did because I'm a man. They will do the most fucked up shit. No empathy. No integrity, nothing. You do some fucked up shit, yeah, she a slut, she a hoe, she a skank, and they love pick me. Yeah, she's so mean and horrible for like, look, for no reason, huh? child, it is a fool. But I'm for real. For real, though. Okay? For real. Honey, the girls are out here fighting, honey. Let's shake a bone and move the hell on. Scrappy threatens to get 8 ugly women to jump Porsha Williams. Lil Scrappy's mother, Mama D, introduced Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora at a performance event, but not before she suggested that Porsha accused Drew of trying to take her ex, Dennis McKinley. Whew. Why is this Mama D and Scrappy? Child, ain't nobody think about y'all ghetto ass, okay? I have a confession to make. I know. I used to kind of think, you know how you have niggas where it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you kind of ashamed that you kind of, used to find them attractive. You kind of ashamed. You wouldn't want to tell anybody. Scrappy was that for me. Like, y'all know he is not what I would want. But I always kind of thought he was cool. Like, he was cute. He was funny a little bit. Or, he too much of a nigga for Miss Robinson, honey. Y'all know I like the top floor. Only the top floor for me. Shout out to Miss Fair. Only the top floor. We're together and ruled. Scrappy, honey. I don't know. Scrappy was always one of them niggas like, yeah, I hit it, but I don't want nobody to know about it. All right, one of them. But, yeah, I don't want nothing to do with no damn Scrappy. I always thought he was just drama. And the thing about it is, though, outside of the looks part, right? And he looked just like his father. He's a narcissist. He always triangulates all his women. He had Bambi and Erica arguing when he was with Bambi. I'm sure he was telling Erica, when he was with Bambi, I'm sure he was telling Bambi, Erica, she don't wash dishes the right way. She don't do this. Niggas love running down a bitch flaws. I remember one of my exes telling me about their ex-wife. Yeah, her kitchen dirty. Man, she don't scrub her pots the right way. Man. Her dish rack dirty. I said to him one day, I'm like, why don't you wash the shit? Yeah, why don't you help a bitch clean up? To me, that's synonymous with my mother. She used to be like, this spot been here for 3 months. Okay, bitch, why you didn't get it? I mean, what the fuck you telling me for? Listen, I used to ask her that when I got grown. You know how you get grown and you get some confidence, you get some motherfucking courage, and you say to your mother, and I knew to go to my mother when she was drinking. That was when she was the nicest shit. I used to get excited when my mother would, honey, drink. Okay? Drink that Bush's beer or whatever the hell. She used to, do her little shots and stuff too. But that Absolute, that was her shit. That's my shit too. I'm a light colored, honey. Look, I'm a light skinned drinker, honey. Vodka, tequila, Lisi, none of that ghetto ass Hennessy. It's so nasty and it's so rude. Okay, ghetto, a little bit hood, none of that for me. I may drink some brandy, some Christian Brothers brandy, honey. Yeah, I may do that. That got my name involved, though. That's different. But let's get back to this shit with Scrappy. So let's read what some people got to say. He don't think he can be sent at too. So you want Scrappy, you so fucking ghetto. You threatened to get 8 ugly women to jump Porsha Williams. That just sounds ghetto and stupid, and why the fuck they gotta be ugly? Like, you don't need 8 bitches for Porsha. Okay? You should feel sorry for Porsha. You shouldn't want nobody to put their hands on her, and Dennis ain't gonna allow you to do that to his baby mama. He ain't gonna allow that. Yeah, and yet they keep him on this show. Boy, bye. Boy, be quiet. Your check ain't nowhere near Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know that's right, because Love and Hip Hop don't look like... Love and Hip hip-hop don't give a damn about you. They'll let somebody just throw a drink at your ass. At least on Real Housewives of Atlanta, the shit got to build up. Or, well, that was before they started to hire these monitoring spirits. What's up, Brit? Okay. But, yeah, like Love and Hip Hop, you can get your ass whooped on the first day, on the job. And at least for Real Housewives of Atlanta, some shit may go down at the reunion or on one of the trips. Hopefully security is there. But on Love and Hip Hop, they'll let you get your ass dragged. They let motherfuckers just... Y'all remember that one time Jocelyn went crazy and attacked Tammy and Mimi and beat up Carly and just fighting every damn body, acting a damn fool? And Tammy went looking for that ass. Tammy was about to fuck her up. Amber Rose ended up beating Jocelyn's ass. They ain't even want to show us that. Okay? BET does not promote this type of violence. Shit, y'all the same ones used to have damn tip drill videos and showing the ass and legs and shit all late at night. I remember, and then tried to do the whole Bobby Jones gospel in the morning. I used to catch my mother, her loud ass clapping and shit. I'm like, bitch, just go to church already. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Be loud and shit, all offbeat, don't know the words. Sit your ass down. We used to go to church. I used to be embarrassed. Just her ass don't know. Look, you wrote the song and can't remember the goddamn words. I was like, Mama, you not saying the right thing. Shut up, shit. I'm like, you ain't supposed to cuss in church, goddamn. My mother didn't give a fuck. She would pinch the shit out of you and give you a cold ass look. Like, listen, do you want to be adopted today, little girl? Okay, send your ass back. And my mother, she was one of them parents. She would tell you how your father is. Your father ain't shit. Fake ass. She said, he's so damn country, he'll take a whole bucket of chicken into the movies. I said, Mama, y'all was eating chicken in the movies? Yeah, nigga couldn't afford no damn popcorn, always bringing a big-ass chicken in the damn movie, all biscuits and bones and shit. He had already ate on it and shit. I said, Mama, why would you date Daddy then? She said, you know why? Shit. I said, oh, he was good. She was like, yeah, that's about all he was good for. But, honey, that's what I needed. Look, I need it in my life. I want it in my life. Can you put it in my life? I need to keep it in my life. I'm talking about that good dick. All the women needs it, honey, okay? All the women just need some good dick. I am different. I think I don't want to get married and I don't want a relationship. I want like a halfway relationship. We don't see each other that much. We don't talk that much. We see each other. Look, we see each other on the weekend. Okay? Y'all know my motto. When I got my check, a new wig, and a new attitude. Listen, but I'm in some different shit. I was like, I think I'm a different human being. I'm bored with this other shit. Being a wife seems like being a prisoner. It does. It's all these rules, and you can't do this, and you can't. And then he want to have his family over at the house, and some of them like to overdo it with their family. They want you close to their mother. What if you don't like their damn mother like that? Did anybody factor into that? Like, I always have to tell my niggas, I don't see it for your mother, nigga. Damn, you ain't forgiving. Yeah, this bitch don't put up with much, so I don't want to be bothered with your mother like that. I barely fucking like you. How about that? Your dick is saving you, motherfucker. I can't tell you how many relationships I've been in where their dick literally saved them, because other than that, they wasn't about shit. Okay? They wasn't about shit. I need you to give me what I want, what I need. Okay? But yeah, niggas like to argue all the time. And You know what? I just did a college tour with my daughter. Yes, my girl will be going to college. We did a tour and she saw the dorm and everything, and she likes the school and she knows what she wants to study, and I admired that about her because I didn't have my shit together. You know, not all like that, but she Miss Virgo, honey. Miss Virgo be ready, child. Okay, I'm a Virgo rising. So look, a part of me be ready. But yeah, we had like this Indian guy showing us around. He was like one of the guys that lived on campus that did tours. So he was, our little tourist. And I was, talking to my daughter after the tour. I'm like, Shammy, I think I need an Indian in my life or something. It was something about his demeanor that was so different from a black man. He seemed caring. He was patient. He smiled. He was curious. He was silly. It didn't feel controlling, and I know y'all like, girl, you just did the tour. You don't really know him. But I was just looking. You know that with the niggas, you could kind of see little shit with them. Even if you ain't dating them, you could tell they controlling. I've literally had some men say, your man be letting you out the house. Hell yeah, what the fuck is he gonna do? Shit. Okay, what is he gonna do? Let me. Okay. What did, who was that? Kenya and Porsha? Let me. Because I respect my husband. I respect my husband. Y'all be dragging that shit out and the nigga don't be about shit. That shit is crazy. But honey, Scrappy won't. He want to get at Porsha. Dennis ain't gonna have that. I believe Dennis care about Porsha. He ain't gonna allow you to do that. And Scrappy, this shit is not that serious. See, that's the problem with ghetto ass people. They want to fight over every fucking thing. They want to lose everything. They are so fucking unhappy and miserable. That's why I don't do the ghettos, honey. I'm good. I am. I'm good. I don't have time for people trying to create conflict out of dumb shit. People that are happy, people that are on the up and up, they don't have time to create conflict with you over stupid shit. And that's, Scrappy, you're giving Love and Hip Hop, you and your mother. Dennis and Porsha, they're not perfect, but they're on Bravo. They got better shit to do. Porsha about to be on Trader. She ain't think about your ass. She think about that nice ass mansion. She go still be able to drive her car. And shut the hell up. You know? What the hell is this? What the hell is going on? Child, the people are still talking about Angela Simmons confirmed split from Yo Gotti. Oh, I was reading something before this, and they were talking about Johnny Gill was at the Diddy parties. I was like, what? Talking about some mine. I said, y'all stupid. Didn't they accuse Johnny Gill of being gay? So, I don't know, child. Hopefully he wasn't at the damn parties. But that's what I was looking at before this whole thing with Angela. But the people still responded to her and Yo Gotti and their breakup. So one person says he didn't want to get married, so I can definitely see why she left. Another person says he just wanted a taste of Angela Simmons. You know what? It really is something out here that men do. A man will have a fantasy about you, about who you are, and literally once they get a piece of you, they experience you, they have sex with you, they're not interested. And they just drop you like a bad habit. Now they're saying that he had a girlfriend that was a nurse. So I don't know if that's true, but he was out here publicly dating Angela. They're in all these pictures. People, especially women, are haters. They go try to throw themselves at him, and his ass should be telling the ladies no. But they didn't have enough in common. And I think Angela wants to be out here like she wants to be public with her man, which is cool. Maybe that's, who she is, but she needs to be careful about who she dates, is what I'm saying. She need to be careful. You may not want a priest or a preacher, but you can't do nothing with these rappers, these hood niggas. They are set in their ways. You're not changing them. But I think a part of Angela, this is like an energetic invitation, because I think a part of Angela is like this video girl, not in a cheap way, but in a, I want to be seen. I want the attention. I want my ass out. She has a certain energy about her, but then she still tries to be this good girl, and remember, she lied to us, and I'm a virgin, and then bitch popped up pregnant and engaged, never got married and shit. I was like, bitch, I know you was lying. I knew she was lying down to the grown up hip hop. A mess. Remember when Romeo got on her about her dating choices, and she felt so judged, and he was like, dude, like, you going in look down the wrong road, and you don't have to do that. But she likes attention, and then she gets on people for their opinion of her. And I get, you guys, she's human. She has to live her life in the spotlight. It's a lot, but still, it's like, girl, you know how these people go react. Child, Quad and her man was down to the BET Awards. They were dressed too hot. You need a dress on, Quad. And King, he looked hot too. What's that, who else did I see? Oh, Angela Oakley. They showed her with her damn fan. I fell out. I said, that's right though, Angela girl. Angela said, bitch, I'm not going to be hot down to the BET Awards. All these niggas, honey. What is up with Empire star? Bryce Shear Gray has reportedly been charged with what? Following an incident in Virginia with battery. Assault and battery. Ever since the damn show been canceled, them goddamn kids been acting out. Got Jesse lying and shit about being attacked and staging shit. You got Bryce here all out here. He done lost his damn mind. People still dragging Tyler Perry over the $260 million lawsuit. They talk about Christian Keys is one of many that believe that he outed Tyler Perry himself. Some recall a blind item claiming Keys was paid off to stay quiet. Now folks are wondering if that silence is about to break. Yeah, I remember that video he did. I remember. We all remember it. And then he disappeared because he just wanted the bag. Yeah, it would break y'all heart. And they come for the light-skinned niggas. I think they feel like the light-skinned men are more, like, with it. You know? Go that way. What do y'all think? Somebody says Christian came out and said it wasn't Tyler Perry. I don't remember him doing that. Another person says it definitely was Tyler Perry because he has acted on his shows. Another person says, I would say that to right after I'm paid off. Who else could he be possibly talking about? I think he was talking about Tyler. And it looked like he was just flirting with the white guy. That's just what it looked like. But I wouldn't be flirting on a damn, with one of my damn actors or actresses. I wouldn't even touch them people. You got so much money. Y'all go get y'all some pussy. Go get you some dick. It's people out here that do that. Get into it. Okay? Another person. Girl, that man Ben said it wasn't Tyler Perry. I believe when a lot of this type of stuff comes out, like when stuff keeps coming out, it gotta be some type of truth. I just don't know what's true. And then some of these actors, they want to extort him too. They want to stay in his guest house. They want to have proximity to him. I see that, because a lot of these actors, they're not, the entertainment business, it's not making money like that. So it's like, damn, I can't do it this way. Let me try this way. Another person, I don't think it was Tyler either. He and Tyler is doing all the Queen's Men together. I believe it was Diddy. Probably. And yeah, he is on all the Queen's Men, but he would be there for his check. Look at the Diddy situation and how so many of them stayed in proximity to him. They stayed in proximity to him after he was abusive, after all these sexual escapades, after, having people at gunpoint, and it was still people dealing with Diddy. So, hell, he could still be showing up for all the Queen's Men. What do y'all think? Y'all think it was Tyler Perry or Diddy or whoever? Who else is a billionaire? Jay-Z? I don't think Jay-Z, for some reason, I don't put it past anybody, but I don't see Jay-Z doing this type of stuff. Then y'all gotta remember, Straw just did big numbers, and then he has all these shows out, Divorced Sisters. He has another show that's out with Terry Vaughn, She the People, and he's being sued for that. Nonprofit founder sues Tyler Perry over She the People series. The founder and president of the nonprofit She the People has filed a lawsuit against Netflix and Tyler Perry. Amy Allison filed the lawsuit just ahead of the May 22nd release of Tyler Perry's new Netflix series. The suit brought against Netflix, Perry, his company, Tyler Vision LLC, and actress Terry Vaughn alleges the series infringes on the nonprofit's brand identity and the established goodwill of its political advocacy work. Child, that's a mess. What y'all think of that? That's crazy. Well, Tyler be working though. That's the damn Virgo. Virgo just work. They are the literal definition of Rihanna's work. Okay? And paying attention to detail. Star of Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice storms off WG in Chicago. Okay, so I guess they asked her why she didn't pay her damn taxes. They said pretty tough questions. So they asked her why hasn't she paid. I don't know why I can't talk, child. Why hasn't her and her family paid her taxes in years? Another person says, haha, this is too funny. What did she think they were going to ask? Softball questions? Another person says, face is starting to resemble Mama June. Teresa, girl, leave your damn face alone. I told y'all I kind of like Teresa a little bit. She remind me of this lady that used to be cool with my mother. That's what that is. And I used to like the lady a lot. She reminds me so much of her. The OG of not paying taxes. Yeah, she did a Nene Leakes, okay? And left the damn conversation, honey. And they was like, get her back on the line. Too much Botox, trying to look like Gia. Gia was naturally pretty. It's like, what did Gia do to her damn face? Her daughter was adorable. So there's an update on R. Kelly. Shout out to the Shade Room. A judge has reportedly issued a ruling in the R. Kelly's request to be released to home detention. According to CBS News, U.S. District Judge Martha Packold, a federal judge in Chicago, made the ruling on Thursday, June 19th. The judge reportedly denied R. Kelly's request for home detention. She reportedly noted that she does have the jurisdiction to rule on his lawyer's claims that he's facing a murder threat while being behind bars. Additionally, the judge noted that since R. Kelly has already been convicted and sentenced, she now has limited jurisdiction over his case. Her authority now reportedly applies to whether Kelly would like to challenge his conviction or sentence. He did a lot of disgusting shit. He's gonna try to use whatever happened to him in jail to, like, get out of his charges. And, oh, I just need to be at home and I can't leave, babe. Oh, I can't eat, babe. This is my song, baby. I wanna do home detention. He should be saying he do wanna leave. I believe I should try. I believe I can get out of my own demise. I believe I can get it out. I can get out. I'm too tired, honey, to come up with some words, honey, okay? But yeah, he trying to, just like what the niggas do all this shit to people. Goddamn Agent of Chaos, Chucky, little buddy. Okay, do all that shit to people, and then, yeah, just somebody trying to kill me. I'm fighting for my damn life. Shit. What more do you want from me? Oh, that's Tyrese. My bad, Tyrese. Look, he caught a stray, honey. I'm just getting the niggas together. I know what y'all do. Diddy trying to get home detention, home. Niggas want to be at home so they can still do the same shit that they've been doing. You niggas y'all ain't shit. Okay? So, DT, our press says, y'all know who I'm talking about, the Don, honey, shares a new post on Juneteenth. The Donalds, the TRUMP. Too many non-working holidays in America. It is costing our country billions of dollars to keep all these businesses closed. The workers don't want it either. Soon we'll end up having a holiday for every once working day of the year. Huh? It must change if we're going to make America great again. So that man is over there, complaining about Juneteenth. I know the people is dragging him. Another person says, take 4th of July. Another person says, he would say this on Juneteenth. And by the way, I work today. Another person says, what he's smoking, any day off with pay is a good day. I know that's right. Another person says, food industry wondering what the fuck a holiday is. Another person says, bro never worked a holiday in his life or paid taxes. Another person says, but he want to bring back Columbus Day. I know. And we know Christopher ain't found shit. Okay? Christopher ain't did shit. Everybody went to work. Somebody says everybody went to work goofy. Another person says bro golfs half of the work week. Another person says I didn't get it off. I worked. Another person says just make Labor Day a 4-day weekend. Child, another person says, definitely went to work this morning at 6 a.m. LOL. What the hell is he talking about? What the hell are you thinking? Okay, what is you talking about, Trump? Damn fool. Crazy. We need to make America great again. Child. A mess. Full of a mess, child. Oh, this is so funny. Florida man says he's been paying $2,500 in rent while living with his girlfriend, only to find out she has a housing voucher and only pays $106. Another person, let's see what these people saying about this. One person says, for that kind of money, you should be in your own place. She should go up on your rent. Maybe you will leave and get your own spot. Another person says, it's time to move. Another person says, pimping ain't easy. She played the shit out of him. Another person says, what was better, to give his girlfriend $106 monthly or $625 weekly to live with her? He's living there, eating, sleeping, having relations. What is the problem? I know that's right. Renting a room in some states is way more than that a week without all the amenities. Do the math. Another person says he should have bought himself a house. Another person says, damn, that's crazy work. Another person says, she's been using you. Leave and never look back. If she can lie to you about something simple as rent, ain't no telling what else she's been doing. Another person says, city girls, up. Another person says, she trifling. That's a man too. The men be mad as hell. They love it though when they are playing the shit, out of you and getting the upper hand when other niggas is dogging you. They love that. But a woman that's, dotting her I's, crossing her T's, that's playing chess, not checkers, they don't like that. You think you better than everybody. How dare you, gal, not allow nobody to dog you out. Another person says, if the story is true, what a pretty shocking betrayal. Another person says, you getting played, my nigga. And on that note, honey, I will check you guys out in the next